1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We here. 1 2 1 2. Welcome. We back. Pontiac WYAC. We're letting a couple people get into the room. We right now Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. We drop LinkedIn. We gonna leave LinkedIn out of the equation. They ain't vibing the way I want to vibe. I'm looking for the algorithm, y'all. I'm looking for the algorithm. What's going on? What's today's topic? Well, I'm going to have D. Wins pop on today. He going to come on, and I was thinking about reaching out to Tony Rowe. I forgot his email, though. But if you watch it, I might go ahead and bring him on. But today's topic is just kicking it. But I was going to talk about boundaries, the watchers, and always be moving. Those like three things. Always be moving. I'm going to go from back to front. That's what she said. No, front to, whatever. Forget it. Let me stop. Boundaries, the watchers, and always be moving. I like that. If you could go ahead and share. Like we say, right now we on TikTok, Twitter, or X as they used to, or they call it. And also, TikTok, X, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm narrowing it down to the ones that actually I like to use. So I had dropped LinkedIn, you know what I mean? I'm going to use LinkedIn for some other stuff, and we're going to see. So I'm going to let the party commence. Give me a second to let some folks come in here. Let me go ahead and get my monitoring open for... Also, if you want to come on, you can too, Bobby. I can send you the link if you want it. I know you probably catching you off guard, but if you want to come on, you can. I'll send you the link if you want it. I'm just about to go to TikTok and make sure that I'm monitoring myself for the people here. So I'm really, like I told y'all guys, I'm just basically more or less trying to really figure out what platforms really work. I'm trying to do some science before, I ain't really having big, I'm be transparent with y'all. I'm not really having a whole bunch of success with TikTok. I might have to drop TikTok too. So it might be just Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. I don't know, but I'm really just trying to figure it out. So we looking for D. Wins to pop on momentarily. He'll be coming on and we'll be kicking it. Like I said, we'll be talking about boundaries, the watchers, and always be moving. And we ain't going to stay too long. We're going to open up the phone lines. Oh, there she goes. She's making an excuse. I'm sitting in, okay, I'm sorry. You're sitting in emergent care, making sure I don't have, oh. Well, let's send prayers for, yeah, Bobby, we don't want that. I was about to talk junk. Well, we not going to claim pneumonia for Bobby. Bobby, you're going to be all right. Just hopefully just over the weekend, get some rest and some fluids and stay inside and you'll be feeling better. So everybody give us some prayers for Bobby Benton, serendipitously Bobby. But yeah. So welcome, everybody. Number one, I'd like to go ahead and give a big shout out to Eric Hathaway, man. Hand claps. Bells and whistles. Give a shout out to Eric Hathaway, man. Thanks for being a recipient, because how I was going do it is just give it to people, and if they didn't take it, the award, so what? You know what I mean? I was going to give it to them anyway. But let me see here. Let me put this up. Yep, there we go. So if some people, if they didn't take the award, I was gonna give it to them anyway. It wasn't the award that I'm giving out ain't really if you accept it or not. I'm giving it to you. I'm not giving you a chance to not take it. So if I might give them a personal award, if I feel like I'm gonna just give it to them. You know what I mean? But I like to go ahead and give a shout out to Eric. You deserve, you deserve it in my opinion. You know what I mean? I think you're a cool dude, a good guy. Been knowing you for a long time now, and I'm glad that people, even reaching out to you and saying, "Hey, bro, love to you." So That's what it was all about. And out of trying to have a little bit of fun too. So I'm glad it's working. The ideal is working. Also, the test is working. I'm figuring out, like, this whole thing is an experiment and I'm trying to find out a better way that I can actually help people myself. So I'm experimenting on myself being the test dummy in a couple of ways. I'm trying to see what platforms work the best. Hopefully I'm out of here in the time for you start. Oh, okay. CCC, yeah. Cutting, what I say, kid, cutting clippers, cooking, and cracking jokes. Eric Hathaway. But yeah. Let me not lose track of what I was saying real quickly. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm trying to find out the rhythm of the show, as far as what platforms I should be using and really not pay attention to that much. Of course, Facebook, that's the demographic of the people that I know the most. So I'm working on, I was messing around with LinkedIn. I'm going to ditch LinkedIn, not ditch it, but I'm using it for other stuff. And then instead of that, I'm using Twitter. So I'm going to go ahead and try X today and see how that works. But Facebook is the mainstay, never leaving off of Facebook, because that's my core group of people. We're going to use X. We're going to use TikTok today, and of course, YouTube. So I'm just trying to figure out, which ones is best, because I just want to know where to concentrate my energy at. And, go from there. But broaden my net and see where I can. But it's working. I'm seeing that the numbers are actually working, you know what I mean? And it's getting more reach. It's getting more reach than doing it in this format, which is a good format to do. So I'm looking forward to continue to doing this every day. I was going to come this morning. Well, I'm going to be honest, y'all. I got up and then I went and paid a bill or two and did X, Y, and Z. And today, this morning, didn't actually get a chance to go ahead and do it. But I knew I was going to come this evening and go from there. So today, Tony Rowe, if you're watching, kid, if you can give me Tony Rowe, if you can reach out to Tony, please, since you watching, and ask him if he's free. I can send him a link because I wanted, for some reason, on the last minute of me actually starting up tonight, I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to Tony. So if Tony could stop on, I would like to hear what Tony Rowe take is on the first start of this year. Also, Coco Motor, I'm going to go ahead and send the link out to Coco Motor. So I really didn't think about having guest or co-host tonight or whatever, more or less. Me and D had a long conversation in the Kia. And I told D, man, pop on tomorrow night. I'm only going to be on not for too long, but right now I'm going to go ahead and send the link to Coco Motor. Right now. Plus, I always told her I was going to do that, even if she don't pop on. I've been doing it even last season, and just see what she got going on for the new year. So I just sent her the link, and we back. So with that being said, y'all, I'm waiting on I'm waiting on D Wins, and D Wins has a new name. He knows what it is. And his name is, let's get this right. Let's get this right. This is D Wins right here.
Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? Talking about I better pay her out. It's your bitch, nigga. What you gonna do? Fuck
Ron
you think
O'Neal.
you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? Talking about I better pay her out. It's your bitch, nigga. What you gonna do?
So we waiting on Ron O'Neal. That's D Win. Come on, bro. Take it too long. But anyhow, we're gonna be talking about a couple of things today and tonight or whatever the case may be. What up, E-Dog? Share it for me if you can. Tonight, we're going to be talking about boundaries, how you got to set boundaries, man, and protect yourself against habitual line steppers. because that's going to, that's going to stagnate your progress and process of who you are. And I was having a conversation the other day. I'm always having brief conversations, but I get nice little gems out of them. And a person asked, I told somebody that I never know what I'm going to do, but I do know what I'm not going to do. Like, I never know. Like, somebody, would you ever do this? Would you ever do that? I could be confused sometime on what I want to do. You know what I mean? Do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? Is this something I want to do or not? But I may be a little confused on what I want to do sometimes. Just like you, like us all. We may be confused a little bit about what we want to do sometimes. But what I am never confused on is about what I don't want to do or what I'm not going to do. And it's important that you know what you're not going to do. That's way more important, in my opinion, what knowledge that I have is knowing what you're not going to do or what you're not going to put up with or what you're not going to tolerate. That's more powerful than knowing what you're going to do. Because when you know what you're not going to do, that sets your boundary for yourself. And I thought about that today before, I came on. Of course, I get on here. I don't know what I'm going to really be talking about. But I try to want to have something to talk about that actually has some sustenance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It do make sense, bro. And I just thought about that like, yo, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I know what I ain't going to do. You know what I'm saying? And they say never say what you're not going to do. It's a lot of things that I could say that I'm not going to do. So, but I got in my head, start thinking about boundaries and how that's important and for you to fulfill whatever it is that you're trying to do. You said, Derek trying to get on? Cool. All right. Let me see. Just inbox Tony. Okay, thank you. So I know it's some things that I'm not trying to do or don't want to do. So trying to just go ahead and set your boundaries for whatever this, forget it being the year that it is, you know what I'm saying? But just for clarity in your mind, just knowing what you're not going to do, know the boundaries that you have for yourself so you can go ahead and progress and proceed in the ways that you want to or need to do. Is in your personal life or your work, your job, your business or whatever, with your kids, you got to have a boundary or you're going to be a pushover. And like grandmama, granddaddy, and everybody used to say of old school, if you don't, let me look, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. You know what I'm saying? All right. D-Win should be popping in in a second. Hopefully he can get on decently. I might have to resend him the link. But yeah, so know what it is that you don't want to do and set your boundaries, y'all. Then the watchers. Y'all know who the watchers are. The watchers are the people that's sitting there watching you. Somebody's watching you at all times. At all times. You don't even know it. And I'll be honest with you. The people that watch you the most is the people that don't even like you. Go ahead and send this to D-Wins one more time. The people that's watching you most of the time is the people that don't even like you. They want to see you doing and seeing if you're progressing or being good or being great without them. So just be mindful in your head that somebody's always watching and they act like they like you. They act like they're so benevolent and they ain't good. They're not good people. You know what I'm saying? But they want to see what you doing and if you prospering or you moving the needle without them. Third topic or the third point of conversation is always be moving. Always be moving. And the reason I say that is because sometime, like earlier, you know what you want to do, you know what you're not going to do. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to want to do, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you do and don't know what you want to do, but you should know for sure what you're not going to do. All right? With that being said, even if you don't know what you're going to do or want to do, you should always be moving. You should always be trying something. Always be thinking, but not thinking too long where you don't do anything. Because time just to keep on chugging and time just keep on moving. And if you don't do anything, Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And it always go back, and I always say this was what my dad said. He didn't give a whole bunch of wordy and long answer advices or nothing like that. He was just more or less to the point. But he said, waiting on waiting. You just waiting on something to happen for something else to happen. And it ain't gonna happen if you don't do anything to make it happen. So you have to, in the end of the day, you have to actually always be moving and trying to find something. You know, it's okay to be still sometime. Even the Bible, the word tell us to go ahead, sit and be still. But it don't just say forever. Be still so you can be able to hear. We got Ryan O'Neal. Hold on one second. Ryan O'Neal.
What's good?
Nothing, baby. What's going on with you, baby?
Who you think you is,
Ryan O'Neal. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
Glad you popped on, man. Welcome back to WYAC. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah. We was just I was just having a quick synopsis on a couple of topics that I wanted to hit on, D. One was boundaries. And the other was the watchers, and the other one is always be moving.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of gave a little I ain't gonna say a breakdown more or less, but what you think about boundaries, dog?
I mean, you got to set boundaries. It's necessary because, one, if you don't set boundaries, you're setting yourself up. You could be setting yourself up for failure. You could be setting yourself up for a lot of different things that can hinder you. Or I would just say just that. It can hinder you if you don't set boundaries.
What about the watchers?
Oh, the watchers gonna always watch because they scared to get in the game.
Ooh.
Dang. You gotta be ready to get in the game. So you think about this. If you go to the football game, the bleachers are packed with people doing what?
Watching.
And if you don't,
spectators,
right? You know what I'm saying? If you're on the sideline and you know you done set your boundaries and you trying to have a good life and do good things and all of that, and you trying to get in the game, you know what I'm saying? You done did all the work. Man, I don't want to sit on the sideline. Get me in the game.
Don Hanna said, so true. They be watching.
They be watching.
While you making moves, they watching.
They watching. So, you know, a lot of people, it's unfortunate that people want to have something, they want to find something negative. They want to find a failure in your life. And when they find a failure, that gives them something to talk about or feel relevant. Mm-hmm. And feel relevant. Right. Feel relevant. Derek slipped and fell. And call 50 people across town to tell him I slipped and fell. He ain't all of what they thought he was. He slipped and fell.
He slipped and fell.
But he got up,
yeah.
though.
He got up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they still sitting in the stands watching.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is and then the next one after that, D, was always be moving. Mm-hmm. Always be moving.
That's my motto for the year.
What you think about that?
Man, listen, with the way things are in this world, you got to keep moving.
Yeah.
If you don't keep moving, you get stagnant.
Right.
Which means you get stale. You're gonna be on the sideline looking for somebody else to fail. So keep moving. That way you're not paying attention to the left or the right. You keep moving forward so you can accomplish the goals that you need to accomplish. And that's how that go, man. Keep moving is very, very important. No matter, because you're going to go through stuff. You're going to run into obstacles. You're going to have trials and tribulations. You're going to have all these different things. So why stand there, have a pity party? You can have your pity party for maybe a few seconds, but you got to keep moving because something else, you're going to miss something if you don't.
Right. So, I mean, how do you even, in your opinion, man, and everybody that's watching right now, please, as momentum grows for, WYAC, the majority thing that I really need y'all to do, like I've been seeing in the numbers the last couple of days that it's been increasing. I'm doing a social experiment right now, and I'm kind of seeing where how it works, you know, with some things, but it don't work without you sharing and commenting.
Right.
Also, we got the phone number up 248-905-1128. And the phone line is open, and if you want to call, comment, or you feel free to welcome. You know, you're welcome to come on, and even if you want to come on the show and you just random person, that's what it's here for, and you can do that. You can drop a DM to myself, and I will see that your email. I'll send you the link. You can jump on real quick. So please, 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 you know, go ahead and share, like, and let they say subscribe. So D, if somebody was out there. How do you even motivate a person to get to going to moving, man, and always to try to start moving? Because sometimes you can get into some people scared to move. They scared of the failure of movement. Like, you know what, I'm gonna try it, but I might, you know, I might not quite make it, or it ain't gonna work for me. Why? They scared of their own progress. How could you help somebody, you know, on that level? Well, what would your advice be on that?
My thing is with that is, think about this. We all had to learn. A lot of people learned how to ride a bike, didn't they?
Right.
And when you rode a bike, what happened?
Well, you fell.
How many times you fell? You got up, you wobbled, you fell. Boom, you got up, you pushed it with your feet.
Right.
Push it with your feet until you got comfortable. You kept pushing with your feet, then you fell.
Right.
Then you pick the bike back up, and you bad. Your knee bleeding. You got scratches on your elbow. Your mama yelling at you.
Right.
Because she getting frustrated, your daddy yelling at you, and then they leave you alone, right? They leave you, they go sit on the porch, and hey, you got to figure it out. You got to balance yourself.
Right.
And you get back on that bike because you see everybody else trying to move, keep moving.
Right.
And you start to paddle. Yeah, you start wobbling a little bit and you fall.
Mm-hmm.
But then in your mind, you start to say, dang, I think I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get back on it, and then you start riding.
Yeah.
And then when you start riding, you wobble and you take a long ride, and then you fall. You got to get back up on it and keep going. And that's the whole crux of the matter. You got to keep moving. You got to keep trying. And if you're going to fall, you got to know all the things that come along with
trying to progress. Yeah.
You're going to have some trials and tribulations. You're going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
But when you fall, you just can't quit.
Right.
You might have to take a different direction, the whole nine.
Kid said, let them, as far as the watchers, Kid said, let them keep watching, you just keep moving. That kind of go hand in hand while people watch, because that's what people want to see. They want to see, like, good, they stopped. You know what I'm saying? Got it, great. I knew they couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Or, yeah, like, and even like I said before, man, even the Bible tell you sometimes it's good to be still so you can hear God talk, or you can hear your inner self, get some clarity. But you don't sit there and stay there. You know what I mean? You gather yourself, your thoughts, and even if you don't got a full plan, you still start moving on the idea, because the idea will come to you to what you, in order for that, it's always that one step in front of the other. One step ain't gonna happen unless that one come in front of it.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? So you got to do something in order for something to happen. Or you're gonna be a war story. You know how you know them cats from back in the day. Oh man, I remember when I was like, that's gonna be your whole life.
It's gonna be your whole life, and time gonna be passing you by.
Time gonna pass you by.
Time will pass you by, man. Time, and think about this, man. It's set up that way for a reason, for us to keep moving. Is to, put that one foot. And, and if you're in a spiritual state, coming from a spiritual state, you take one, God take one. So it's going to keep, but if you're going to ride with God, just know you're going to go through a little something.
Right.
You just ain't going to give it to you because he got to test you out. You know what I'm saying? When they build new products and new cars, they put the cars through a series of tests. They run it into the wall. They make it feel loose. They try all these different things to see how they can make it stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing that God does. God puts you through a series of tests because we always asking for something. And he's going to give you the desires of your heart, but he's going to put you through that test. And you got to put one foot in front of the other.
Well, I think it's also a law of You know, so this is just the law of the way things work, physics. You know what I'm saying? One action creates a reaction. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you got to do something in order for, and even when you do nothing, that creates a reaction. So just know that too. This is what a lot of people don't understand. By doing nothing, something happens. And that something that happens for you is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of times, bro, zero is still, this is what people don't even understand. Really, zero is the most powerful number in the numerical system. Zero. Yeah. Think about how much power zero has. By itself, it's nothing, but when you put something in front of it, it's something.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean? So, bruh, I just came with it. I just came with it.
Yeah, you just dropped the golden nugget.
Bruh.
And see, I hope that people really getting this because, you know, we done jumped on here and we talking about, you know, people gonna always talk about you. People gonna always look for failure in your life. People gonna always go behind your back. And oh my God, man, people gonna always criticize. But the thing about it is, in our lives, the more we do repetition, like put one foot in front of the other, the better we get. So let them just keep moving. That's my motto for 2025. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving.
Keep doing it. Keep moving.
Keep doing it. Keep moving. Keep moving. Find your problem, attach yourself to it, and everything else gonna come with it. Come. It ain't no other choice. That's the law of attraction. Let's roll.
Let's roll. So I guess those were the couple of things, man, that I thought about before I jumped on D. I didn't really have like a rhyme or reason, but consistency, you know what I mean? I thought about consistency today because I was supposed to come on in the morning. I didn't come on because some things popped on, but I know I wanted to come on tonight. Me and you talked last night for almost, me, you, and the kid talked last night for like 2 hours. That's like the longest we've been on the phone in a minute. But
good conversation.
But I'm glad we did, and I'm glad you came on. Anything been on your mind, man? What's going on in the news, bro? What's going on around the globe? What's the Willy Bobos?
Man,
what you thinking about, bro?
Man, there's so much going on in the world today, man. I just don't get it, man. I mean, all this political stuff, these people out here, man. I mean, that tragedy in New Orleans, man, you know, praying for those folks.
Right.
No, they didn't deserve none of that, man. They was just out trying to have a good time, New Year's, you know.
Yeah.
And you got the political people fighting. You got that incident going on. You got other countries ticked off. All this rhetoric going on, man. We better be paying attention, but it's a lot of distractions out here. And that's what's going on. I mean, just look at the amount of distractions out here in the world.
Yeah.
And it's not just black. It's black, white. It's
I mean, with everything that's happening so far right now, what would you even call like this? What do you think the narrative of this year is? You know what I mean? Overall, like last year, I think the narrative of the last year was more or less the exposure. You finding out a lot about yourself or other people and whatever. But what do you think the narrative for this year is, though?
I think this year is going to be strictly about. It's kind of like I think it's getting rid of the old stuff. I think the world is. I mean, everybody is going to be changing, getting rid of old stuff, things that's in your life that's bad. That's going to be leaving. It's all leaving. Think about everything's being burnt off right now. I'll say it like that. This year is going to be about. I don't know. I think. Resolute. I don't know why that word is coming to me. I think it's going to be about
resolute.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's right.
Things are about to be
like burnt off.
Maybe that's the word of it. Maybe it might be resolute. I know I said something the other day or thought about, but it wasn't quite that word. Resolute. It's a finality to some things. You saying.
You
like Michael Jackson, this is it.
Yeah, you either put up or shut up.
Hey, Well, number one, when next time D, hey y'all, next time D come on here, his new name is Ron O'Neal.
Yeah, I'm Ron O'Neal.
Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal.
This is my favorite, one of my favorite clips.
Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? Talking about I better pay her out.
Ron O'Neal, D is Ron O'Neal. So next time you sign in, you see D wins, don't put that, bro.
Ron O'Neal. Ron O'Neal.
Or Ron O'Neal on this joint. But yeah, man, hey, we want you to call in if you can.
Yes.
We got the number up right here, right now. 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. And chime in or whatnot. I like that though, D, what you said, kind of resolute. I think that is something as far as a resolute. You're gonna have to be able to. I'm writing this down, man. Like
you're gonna have to get it in or get on out. You got to be about it.
You got to boo boo or get off the pot.
That's right. That's right. You're gonna have to boo. Yep. Get off. Hey, listen. And you know what else I've been seeing?
Get out the way, basically. You're gonna do something or you're gonna get out the way.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people gonna be in situations where people gonna be leaving them. And I'm saying, like, you got people around you in your circles, or they're not gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? God finna do some moving some folks.
Ain't nothing wrong with movement, bro.
Right? You gonna get moved out of the way. And I'm not saying die or anything. You just certain people ain't gonna be able to hang in your circle because you're moving.
Yeah.
They got to go get up in the stands and be spectators.
Right. I like that though, man. It actually all kind of go together as far as what I was thinking about boundaries. You know what I mean? Boundaries are real important. Like I said, you got to know where you kind of draw the line of what you, or you're going to be, man, you're going to be so stretched here and fro. And I'm going to tell you, I'm getting older. I can't, you understand your mortality when you start getting older. You know how it is when you're a younger person, man. You could do this, that, and the other. But you start understanding your mortality. You can't, as much as you want to do as much as you can, or for other people, you really can't do it as much as you want because it's going to sacrifice your mental state of mind or your health.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you kind of got to just be able to do what you can. You know that what you can. Save your strength and your abilities for stuff that really matter. Don't be just overdoing yourself.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Midget over there? And is that you, D? Mr. Midget over there on TikTok? That's your name?
No.
Derek, don't tell me your name is Mr. Midget over on TikTok.
No, my name ain't no Mr. Midget. Not me.
Hey, D. Okay. What's up, Mr. Midget on TikTok? Go ahead and share this for us, man, or go ahead and, I don't know what you do on TikTok. Subscribe. I don't know how that work over there, but I'm trying to learn. But you got to have some boundaries, man, and because there are going to be some habitual, as Charlie Murphy say, habitual line steppers. You know what I mean? And you got to know and alleviate them, get them out the way. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to get yourself out the way by allowing them to stay around. Then the watchers, you know what I mean? It's always going to be people watching you and seeing if you're doing or what you're doing, or how you doing it without them, or how you moving, or once people always going to be watching you, even people that you don't know. So it's always imperative, in my opinion, like I was telling E last night, it's important. You didn't even know people probably watched you or appreciate you, but somebody's always watching.
Oh, yeah, always.
And that's why I gave E that award, because I sat back and watched E just be a good guy and do what he do, living in his purpose. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then the thing about it is that's where that whole shining of your light light should always be on.
You never know.
Yeah,
who's watching?
Because we are living testimonies. We are walking right now, and there's a person that's going through the same thing you're going through. Could be all the way across the globe. You may run into him one day, and you'll be able to give that testimony to help them get through it. Like you said, somebody's always watching you.
Good or bad. Good or bad.
Good or bad. Some people watch you to see you fail because they envy or jealous, which is wrong. But then there's some people that watch you because they like who you are and how you move, and they emulate what you do to make their own lives better. And then they pick up and go the right way.
Right.
You can have a negative person watching you, but want to do positive. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right about how people watch you, and it's important, man, to have that.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, what I was saying was always be moving, but you kind of summed it up, man, when you said resolute. I mean, all of it kind of equal to some type of resolution in your mind. It all comes down to boil down to what you gonna do and what you're doing.
That's right.
When the kids say integrity, doing the right thing even when you think no one is watching.
There it is.
And the angels are always watching, you know what I mean, and letting you, that's another thing people forget and don't know. The angels is watching, and reporting, telling on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
hey, Ron O'Neal over there.
Well, Ron O'Neal.
He's smoking them Pall Malls.
But yeah, D. Hey, man. So, hey, let me ask you this question, man. We talked about, I guess I'm just talking on a technical situation. What do you think about this format compared to the other one, bro? You remember like last season? Because I'm going to tell you and we talked about this offline, but I don't mind talking about it publicly. Like I'm trying to do some different things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out the correct format. But I like this vertical thing right here. It kind of seemed like it resonates with the people a little bit more. What do you think about it? I kind of like the horizontal because you get a little bit more room, but I like the vertical because it's more easier to obtain and watch. Also, people that's watching and people, can you comment and let me know what you think? Do you like the horizontal or you like the vertical better? Because I really need to figure it out. I think I'm gonna stick with the vertical, but I really want to know what y'all think. What you think about this format, D?
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I like the horizontal because it looks like you're side by side, and when you're looking at a screen, either one works. But horizontal, you can do some things like you got that video pulling in. You can do a whole lot.
And and this is the reason why I changed it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I changed it because, like I was talking about it the other day. I was talking about sometimes you have to change stuff not based on how you see them.
Yeah.
Based off what you said the other day, the data.
The data, yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? The data says,
do it this way.
Do it this way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That goes back to the.
That goes back to what we're talking about. Sometimes you think
sometimes
you think it's this way, but the data is saying go this way.
Yeah. Yeah, the data's telling you going off your own, based off of your own experience, but it's a way of doing things that you ain't used to doing that'll get you a better result.
Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you this, like something we talked about, I think it was over the holiday. You go to restaurants and they give you bread, right?
Right.
But then they ask you, do you want some dessert? Because bread creates sugar. We never thought about that. You eat some bread, you ain't think it's going, man, why I got this sweet tooth all of a sudden?
Right.
They done fed you all this bread.
Hey, yo, not to switch and jump real quick. What you think about the Hey, me and D ain't about to start the arguing. Hey, what you think about that? Who is it, dog? They performing for the what's the name? The inauguration of Black College. You heard about them?
Oh, you talking about they trying to raise money for? I think it wasn't FAMU. It's one of them. It's one of the others.
It's a HBCU performing for the.
It's a small. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the school. I got to look that up.
I'm looking it up right now. I think it's being a lot of backlash for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't see why the dude gave the money, or he opened up some funding for him. Like, so What's the problem? What's the problem anyway? Just the inauguration. What's the problem? What's the problem with it, dog? You know what I mean? Like, are you looking forward to the inauguration? Hey, I'm gonna be up here, doing it live. Are you gonna be watching the inauguration, D? Or you have your red, white, and blue on? What's going on with you, buddy? What you gonna be doing on January 20th?
Oh, Mississippi Valley.
Mississippi Valley, yeah.
So my thing about that is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the motive is because it's like you're saying you don't like this group of people, but then now you want them to perform. What is it?
Who's saying what? What you say now?
I don't like this group of people, but I want you to perform in my thing.
That's what he said?
He said that many a times.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Well, I ain't heard him say that, but I don't think that Mississippi Valley. I don't think Mississippi Valley performing is a bad thing. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a bad thing. I wonder who reached out to who for it. I don't know if the White House reached out or his administration transition team reached out to them. They probably did. But why would you think Mississippi State will even accept that? You know what I mean? If that's the case.
Because that school is probably in need of money. Why are they doing a fundraiser? Why they got to raise funds to go perform in front of the president? Why he just don't pay for that? He want them to be there. Why they don't pay for it?
Who said it's
I'm just reading that they're raising money.
So they're raising money to do that? Okay.
They're asking everybody that got money to donate money for them to go perform. And people are saying, no, I'm not giving you money to go perform him. He wants you to perform, let him pay for it. And that's how it should be. I'll be honest with you. Those kids shouldn't have to raise no money. Now, if they're going to go perform, it is what it is. But I feel like why they got to come up with money to get there? They asking all the alumni. They're asking other black colleges, anybody, celebrities, everybody to give them money to go so that they can go to the inauguration and perform.
Let's pull this up right here. I'm gonna pull this up because that's interesting real quickly. Let's see. Yeah. We'll share that on the screen right here. Boom.
Yeah, so they have a GoFundMe. They seeking to get $350,000.
So right now, if you see on the screen, their goal was $270K. Mean Green. So they got $242,000. The Mean Green Marching Band, Mississippi State University, is seeking funds to travel to D.C.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I love the kids, but I feel like our government officials could pay for them to come there. I think that's only fair and that's only right.
Well, who asked? Did they ask to perform though? You know what I mean? Like, it's
not saying that they asked. Oh, they're trying to get uniforms and trumpets and it is an opportunity to showcase our legacy. But my thing is, you can showcase your legacy. Mississippi Valley, you can showcase your legacy at your football games. Join NFL. They allow the people to come and perform. Go to these celebrities doing concerts and perform. You showcase your legacy like that.
Honestly, dog, this is the first time that I think a black college honestly, D, I think I may be wrong. If somebody out there and let me know. Is this the first time a HBCU has been involved in a inauguration?
I think President Obama had one of them there perform when they were doing the march. I think not when they was walking through DC. Yeah, I just think. I mean, honestly, I mean, yeah, the kids want to go play. Um, why don't our government officials help them get there?
Mm. Well, I mean, I can't say. Well, he's not in government yet. You know what I'm saying? So it couldn't be. I can't say it's his administration that could give them help because he's not the president yet. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you. They call the shots anyway. That's
Well,
nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing to Donald. He can send that. That's $3 out of his pocket. He can send that tomorrow, even though he's not in office. He can send them and pay that GoFundMe and say, "Hey, I really want y'all to be there," and send it to them, and then they'll be there.
Yeah, I don't see nothing in particularly too wrong with them. Hey, I don't see nothing wrong with them actually being there. I'm excited to see how they perform and what they do and in what capacity they gonna do whatever that they do. And is they gonna be at the inauguration far as the marching part, which they probably going to be doing that, or are they gonna be doing in the
parade? The parade.
The parade.
They're gonna be playing as they walking through. My thing with that.
I'm with that.
My thing with that, and I mean, it's good for the kids, but they can pay for that. These babies got to raise this money. They got to raise this money on their own just to be in his inauguration. That's not right.
Hey, but D, if
pay for that.
At the end of the day, if they inquire, listen, what I'm thinking happened, unless somebody can tell me something different, what I'm thinking what happened is they inquired about being in the parade. And they said, cool, y'all could be in the parade if you want to. So if you accept somebody's invitation, say, hey, we would like, Derek Wins, we would like to be in your parade for push for the kids initiative or whatever the case may be. You say, yeah, sure, you can come in. So it's up to Derek Wins to go ahead and fund Pontiac High School band or whoever, want to come. And all they kids, it's up to Derek Wins and his foundation to go ahead and collect the money and get those kids to come to that event? Or is it up to them to fund and get their way there? They want to be a part of it. You didn't go asking or seeking them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Why would I fund you? You know what I mean?
Mississippi State Valley is.
Well, Mississippi, though, Mississippi a hard place, man. My buddy down there, bro.
And then on top of that,
the state of Mississippi.
Yes. State of Mississippi, boss. Hey,
Hopping Bob down there, baby.
But I think there's some funding challenges for that school. So, I mean, at a minimum, if you approve them, give them some money, man. You got these kids chasing down money just to walk in your. I'll just say it like this: my band wouldn't be walking in that. Sorry, your kids, y'all ain't going. Too bad.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. Obviously, the president of the university is cool with it.
Yeah.
And and whoever the alumni, the boosters.
Yeah, he want to show his legacy, how good their band is.
Miss Nikita Porter said it shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter.
That's what she said.
Help us understand, Miss Porter.
And also, you can call if you like. Also, that's why we got the number up, Nikita. Call. You saying it's pennies for the president or the president-elect? She said it's pennies for him. But he's not. But y'all not I mean, I ain't saying y'all ain't getting it, but he's not the president yet. He can't.
It don't matter.
He can't. So let me ask you this.
His kickoff. It's a part of his kickoff. They come in there for him.
Dog. The country paying for that.
Well, they should pay for it.
Why?
Because
you think if the University of Ohio State or Michigan wants to come perform, you think that the government is paying for them to come?
How much you bet if it was Michigan, Ohio State, or any one of them, it wouldn't be a conversation about raising money?
It's never a conversation when you talk about them type of places.
Right. But if you
but why we got to be the charity? Why we got to be the charity case? You know what I'm saying? This might be a situation, honestly, for Mississippi State.
Let me just say this.
Can we look at it as this might be an opportunity for Mississippi State to get more notoriety and get more funding.
How?
Why? How not?
Y'all walking down the damn street blowing the trumpet?
Hey.
And what they thinking? The government gonna drop some more nickels in the Mississippi Valley? No.
It should be a donation. That's what Nikita said.
All they gotta do.
Nikita, do you think that this should be that they should do it? Like, do you think that that Mississippi State should be involved in this inauguration? Period.
They want $350,000 of community
funded money.
Community money.
Well, they got it. It looked from what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Crowdfunding. From the crowdfunding that they got, it looks like they got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it is what it is. But my thing is, they could have had them kids get there and provided for them. He want to showcase their talent. We already know HBCUs are very talented in the marching bands. But that ain't. I would do. I don't know what he's looking for to do that. You're not gonna get nothing.
Well,
you're gonna blow, and the kids are gonna dance, and all of that, and do all of that, and go down the street, and then they're gonna go back to Mississippi, and the school is gonna still need some money, and the band is gonna still need some uniforms and instruments.
They might get it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might be like, yo, I'm just playing, like, hey, yo, you know what? This organization, this college came, black college came, supported whatever inauguration. I'm gonna look out. I mean, I'm in administration. I might do a little more for Mississippi State if I got the opportunity to go ahead and do. I might do.
I mean, they might. I don't know, man. I just, for me, when I've hear how they feel about our community and don't get me wrong, politicians don't really do a lot in our communities like that. But things like this, I'm not kissing no ass to get up in no fucking inauguration just to blow no trumpet. I want to get notarized. And you got a good band. Play at the game, man. Go play at the NFL games. Go play in the concert.
And nobody asking Mississippi State to go no NFL games.
They will. They will allow them.
Yeah, probably. Hey, look, they might. Hey, look, I'm just looking at it from a perspective of they're gonna be getting more notarized. So I'm like saying they go to the inauguration. Say they get out there and turn it out. D like they got a national. Like more people gonna watch this inauguration than a lot. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot. So if there are a lot of people and they get down the street, dog, and they turn it out, they do you proud. I'm talking about they get down there, they show what HBCU bands is all about. You know what I'm saying? And then it's bringing more awareness to, to the HBCU, standpoint. Now the NFL might come calling for a halftime show or something like this. I think this might be a good thing for them.
They're already playing at the NFL games and stuff.
Ooh, Mississippi State is?
Different ones are.
But Mississippi State ain't getting no shine. That's Mississippi.
Well, it is. For the kids, I'm cool. It's for the kids. If that's what they want to do.
Miss Nikita.
I'm not saying that because I just feel like they shouldn't have to go all out to pay.
Nikita, we got to have her call in because she said, in my opinion, no, I don't think they should be a part of it. Sante. Then she said, Sante, do you really believe that, sir? I absolutely believe they should be in that.
They gonna go down there, blow that horn, and take their ass right back to Mississippi State.
Well, that's what everybody gonna do. Everybody gonna go do whatever they gonna do. Whoever marching in that parade, NAACP marches in the parade.
Well,
what's the difference between them and NAACP?
I bet they won't be marching in that one.
I bet you they will.
You want to bet?
Members of the NAACP gonna be there. I bet you that.
They ain't gonna be marching, bro.
So let me see. Well, and it happens to the great, but I wouldn't be doing it for Trump. Call 248-905. This is a contested topic because actually Hey, I tell people, we gonna continue rolling the ball on stuff like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just because it's the topic of the day, you know what I mean? But
well, hey,
yeah, it's the topic of the day.
Since you opened up this can of worms, it's these. Hey, we was promised if a person got in there, they was gonna change these prices. I tried to tell everybody.
Dog, he ain't even the president yet.
The prices, you can't change the prices because the business owns that portion of it.
He's not the president yet, D.
He already said it. I won't be able to do that. Now
he didn't say he was changing prices. When did he say he was changing prices, D?
Cheaper. You're gonna get your groceries cheaper. You're gonna get cheaper gas.
Okay. D, you up here talking like the man been in office for the last year. He ain't even been here.
He been around, fooling around with everything for the last 4 years. So he know what's going on. So there's no excuse right now. He said he was going to change the prices. Just recently, he came back and said he can't change the prices.
And that's true because they was talking about it on The View. Whoopi Goldberg was talking about that, how he said he can change them, but now he...
Oh, nobody listened to The View. Them women on their way out.
What? No.
they on their way out. Hey, we got some people from Twitter, or X, where, Elon Musk changed it to X, my man Elon. But, yeah, I know y'all like Elon Musk either, do you?
Oh, that $20,000 Tesla he got?
Y'all, well, hey, I know you don't like X, bro, but look, the man ain't even in office yet. What can you? He's not in office yet. I mean, he haven't been sworn in to take.
Yes,
all right. So put it like this. So what you saying is this? Yeah, Nikita, this is healthy conversation. We try to have fun at the end of the day. But so you trying to say the man won the election in November? He just got done finishing getting his cabinet or whoever he's trying to pick or whatever, all that together, right? And he's making decisions for the country that's affecting the country as far as pricing and all of that, even before he gets sworn in.
Yes.
You saying that
he's already making noise. You know that.
But he's passing laws. You saying that he's passing laws right now, D?
You see what he said? He told everybody before he got elected all these things he was going to do to change the prices and everything. When he got elected, he reneged on everything he done said. When it comes to the prices, I won't be able to change the prices.
I got to see that clip. I got to see it.
Go look it up.
If you can, if you can find the clip, send it to me. I'll play it and post it. I'll watch it. I haven't heard that. I've been trying to I've been trying to keep my head abreast to what's kind of been going on. I'm gonna tell the truth. I haven't been since the election. I haven't been kind of as much into it. You know what I'm saying? As was leading up. So I haven't been. You might know some stuff I don't know, D.
He said, Trump admits bringing down grocery prices will be very difficult.
Of course it will be. You know why?
Why did he say he can do it then?
There's D. All right.
See, he lied.
All right. Well, how did they get this high?
Companies control that. I know that from economics, man.
All right.
They raised the prices when COVID hit. All that, them prices was raised.
Well, you can't raise things too much over the market value, though. You know what I mean? You can't sell. Yeah, you can sell your corn for $15, and the next person selling his for $10. There's a market, but there's a market value. You can't. That's like when prime example, D. When you go to Mobile, you see a Mobile, and then you see a Citgo across the street. They gas is roughly around the same price. Variation probably a couple of cents. But yeah, you could charge what you want for your product, but you don't want to price yourself out of the market. So
it's gonna get even rougher than that.
Yeah, and I do believe it's gonna get
because
it's gonna get a little rough.
Most of these farms around here.
Yeah,
so it's gonna get worse than that.
Yeah, hey, I think a little. I think we gonna see. I think we're gonna see, man. I'm ready for Crazy Joe. I'm ready for Crazy Joe to get out there because he ain't doing nothing but making things work. Why did this man? They need to just quarantine him until the 21st.
Well, we gotta see.
And Kamala, hey, we ain't seen your girl Kamala. She popped up on the news today, I think, bro.
Hey, listen, you ain't got to see her.
Hey, I was on Auburn Road when she rolled down the street. fast.
Hey, there's still a lot of stuff out there though. Trump got a lot of dirty laundry.
Hey, what do you think about Kamala Harris? She owes a lot of her vendors. Since we want to talk, she owes a lot of her vendors. I think her campaign is in $20 million in debt. She had over $1 billion, D.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for a campaign and still lost. I think he only spent $300 million. She spent over $1 billion. You remember that one night she got all the HBCUs or the Divine Nine to get that money to him? They ain't asked for none of that back.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, she got, you know how much money she got from the Divine Nine in one night? She got like $30 million.
I know.
Lost. That could have been put in the community.
Hey, listen.
That hold on. If you got $30 million to give this woman in a losing cause that she paid Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion, that type of money. She spent that type of money. And she's $20 million in the deficit. And if you go to her website, she's still begging for money and ain't even running for nothing right now. So the Divine Nine, remember she raised that money with that car she had that night?
Yeah.
What was it, 30 million bucks?
No. Man, listen, we doing.
Why wasn't that money thrown in the community? That was better used that way.
Divine Nine is throwing hundreds of millions of dollars in our community. More than
that could have been 30 more million then.
Yeah, well, hey, that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt Divine Nine.
Think if they put up 30 million in a city like Pontiac, or like Macon, Georgia, or like Compton, California.
We throwing
30 million would go a long way in a place like Compton, California.
Hey, listen, how much money Trump throwing in your community?
Hey, we talking about Kamala.
None.
We talking about Kamala or Kamala.
Kamala put plenty of money in the community. She has before this.
Well, you know, it don't matter now. She ain't the president. She ain't about to be the vice president.
Can't say that yet because it ain't done. He's been elected, but there's a lot of dirty laundry out there.
But there's no way the woman ain't never. Look, bro, she's not about to be the vice president anymore. I think she may run for.
Pull up the Constitution.
And after the 20th is over, bro, she going back to California.
Pull up the Constitution.
But I heard she may be running for governor of I think she may be running for governor of California because she wants to stay in the political scene. And from what I do hear, she may run the next 4 years. So good luck to her then, and that way she can earn her spot instead of being put into a position because she didn't win a nomination or anything. So hopefully, this time she can win a nomination and then she can actually run for the presidency.
Hey, man. Listen, it's still a lot of dirty laundry out there. It's a lot of dirty laundry out there. And we just got to wait and see.
Yeah. Well, we do. We got to wait and see.
We got to wait and see because everything that the person said that they was gonna do, they backing off of it. So we got a lot to see.
We do. I mean, I'm down for living and seeing what we gonna encounter, bro. But
I think you're already starting to see it.
Now I haven't been able to see anything yet. I see that world leaders are looking forward to a change. Even like the Canadians said, the Ukraine, the French president.
They're saying, if you keep saying things to me like become the 51st state and being disrespectful, I'll cut this oil off to Detroit. That's going to put Detroit down.
Who said that?
The Canadians. Oh, you ain't paying attention.
Dog. I'm gonna tell you this, man. Canada don't want to do nothing out the way, man.
I guarantee you, the United States gonna backpedal.
No,
you can't go threatening these folks.
No, dog. Canada, #1 export place is to the United States. them doing anything contrary to the United States, at the end of the day, United States is still the superpower. And you gotta, just because the United States haven't acted like that in the last, for however long, don't mean it ain't the superpower and it controls a lot. You have to, in a way, I ain't gonna say bogart these countries, but these countries know in a lot of ways they have gotten away with a lot of things because of soft government or soft economic policies or foreign policy on an economic level. Canada has gotten away with a lot. Mexico, a lot of overseas governments have gotten away with a lot in trade and stuff like that. And it's not fair to a lot of the things that the American citizen has to, deal with. I know, world politics or world economics, I don't know a whole ton about it, but the little bit that I do know about, I'm not going to act like I know a lot where I don't know a lot, but I know that Canada don't want to call themselves cutting their nose off to spite their face.
No.
You go ahead. So you can go ahead and cut off your whatever you say you want to cut off, but it ain't going to do nothing but hurt Canadians.
The comment was from Donald that we would buy that thing, and why don't you become the 51st state?
Come on. You talking about buy Canada?
That's what he said. He was making a smart comment. And so they said, if you want to play that game, I will cut this oil off coming to Detroit. I cut it off. I don't need to depend on you. They don't need to depend on us.
Okay. Well, let him do it. Well,
he already starting fights now, the Panama Canal now. He ain't even in office. He already making damage.
Well,
mess with them folks. Then he messed with the Mexican folks.
I see from your perspective. I see where you're coming from.
Leave alone.
Yeah, but if you leave them alone, they gonna keep doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So
wrong. They don't have nothing to do.
They don't have nothing to do because they getting the benefit.
Well, if you don't want to trade with them, don't trade with them. You're going to slap tariffs on them? Slap tariffs on them. Because all you do is raise our own prices. We're not going to buy anything. Then what?
Well, he said we're going to drill anyway. So, I mean, honestly, we really don't need Canadian oil. And Canada at the end of the day is a good ally. But a lot of Canadians, I'm going to read what your comment says, Nikita. She said, it sure is some things that's about to hit the fan because I'm trying to figure out how every incarcerated man or woman can vote moving forward. Oh, so are you trying to say since he's been charged or whatever, and how was he able to run for the presidency? Or that's why you need to call, Nikita. Call 248-905-1128. I think I understand what you're saying.
I think that's because, I mean, you for real, you got to take that felony thing off of the application.
But that's that law been in place before. You can't just because he ran and won. Why should he take it? You know what I mean?
But he made a statement saying to Canada, why don't you become 51st state? And it ticked them off. He ticked off the people of Panama, ticked off the people of Mexico, saying they was over there. He blamed it. Like they said, like he was saying they eating the dogs. He's saying they stealing in the Panama Canal. He acted up. He ain't even in office yet. I'm already. The prices will go down. They're gonna go down. Wait a minute. That's going to be very hard. I can't do it.
What you think about the? Hey man, it's crazy because every now and again, Miss Patterson. I saw Miss Patterson at the Bowen Center. I saw her 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago at the Bowen Center. Anyway, she was like, "When you coming back on the show, whatever." I was like, "I'll be back soon." And then she was like, "Okay," but then like every other day, Miss Patterson is sending me stuff like through the instant messages. Like she be sending me stuff now. I'm like, I don't even know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, Miss Patterson gonna have to come back on here. But she be sending me stuff. But it's funny though, man. I think, hey, bro, it's gonna be a lot to repair. I'm looking for the deportations to happen.
That's not gonna even happen. I don't
bro,
think that's gonna happen.
that's about to happen, bro.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Bro, D, it's gonna be mass crazy.
I
And
don't
you know what the crazy thing? You know what the crazy thing about it is? You know what's real crazy about the deportation?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the people who really want the deportation ain't the black people or really white people like that. It's the Mexican people that want the deportations.
No, they don't.
Nobody's talking about that, bro.
I don't think they want that.
But but we also forgetting that it's just not, Latinos or Mexicans or whatever. That's good.
Yeah.
There's people from all different nations that's gonna be getting deported back to their motherland.
Would that include his wife?
Well, she came through the venue of actual citizenship, D.
He said even those who went through the citizenship may be leaving too.
No, this is what he said. No, that's not what he said. He said this, D. He said, and I saw it. He said basically in a nutshell, there are some families that's going to be broken up because you might have a husband you might have someone that's legal that went through the process in the household, but they got a boyfriend or somebody that they're close with living in the same household that's illegal. He's like, I hate to have to break up the household. He's like, but they can either stay or they can just leave as a family. He's like, but I hate, how can you got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go, if you here legally, you got to go. If you here legally, you can stay. You know what I mean? So what do you do? But you got to do some type of control with this though, D. I mean, we seeing what happened in New York City. I mean, these it's,
I don't think he's gonna do it.
I think it's gonna be a mass deportation. He ran on that. I think that's one thing that's gonna happen, bro.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
He could control that more. He could control the prices of bread.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I don't think he's gonna do it. Watch.
I think he will, and the only reason I'm saying I think he will is because that's the main thing he ran on, and honestly, he could control that more than he could control the prices.
Check this out. In his last time when he was president, he ran on what? What was his platform?
I don't know.
He didn't have one.
He had to have a platform.
Get rid of Obamacare.
I think that was probably it.
That was it. And he didn't do it. So he's going back now to try and do it. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's no, the people that voted for him voted for some rhetoric. Mm-hmm. He voted, we're going to lower the prices. We're going to get the Mexicans, people, rah, we're going to get everybody out of here. He's not going to do it. He there to fill his pocket up to continue his legacy with his children.
Well, he ain't have to run for president to do that, I don't think.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He was busted, busted.
The man wasn't broke. I don't know why people saying that. The man was a billionaire, dog. He's just because you file bankruptcy.
He was broke.
Just because you file bankruptcy don't mean you're broke. It just means that people file or businesses file bankruptcy so they don't go broke. There's a reason. No, for real. You know this, D.
He wasn't broke.
I mean, he still owned property, just like what happened down there in Las Vegas. That was his property. He owns that property where that Tesla blew up at.
Yeah.
That's his property. So you said that he didn't have no. I remember during the campaign, you like he ain't got nothing.
He ain't managed it.
He still got casinos. He don't. Of course you don't have to. Of course you don't have to manage it. D, like when you.
He don't have no.
Do the CEO of your company or like say General Motors, do they come in there and manage it themselves? No, they hire people to manage it for them.
Right, but listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The casinos and things that he had, one, he didn't pay the people. Two, he filed bankruptcy on it. He didn't run right. He got the tax issue in New York. That's why he's trying to get it off because he got to go to jail. He got to go. He going. Even after his 4 years, he going straight to jail. So if I'm not concerned with it no more. He has to go do his duty and go to jail because he broke the law. He broke the laws. He's not going to get that immunity. They'll wait 4 years and then come put handcuffs on him. He already got it coming. He ain't getting out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, he's still got a lot of dirty laundry out there.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see. I mean, if he run on this platform, yes, he's going to have to put up everything he said he was going to do. He's going to have to do it.
Yeah.
He's going to have to deport the people, unfortunately. He's going to have to try to lower these prices. He's already talking about what he's doing. He's going to get rid of these public schools. That's gonna be a major impact.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think a lot of this afraid and being afraid, and I think a lot of things are going to happen. You know, that's good and bad. You know what I mean? But quite honestly, I think we turned out better by not having Kamala. I mean, I think Kamala. I mean, I think the country dodged a huge bullet by not having this woman. You know, and we saw that night. You know what I mean? That the majority of the country saw it like that.
Let me ask you. Yeah, because I mean, it was not good. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Look at the people that's in these positions to run these critical parts of the government. You as an individual, how do you see that being a better situation for the United States?
The people that are what now? Chose to be in the cabinet to me?
The Department of Justice, the person running the health administration. Did you see Kennedy running that?
Yeah.
You really think that's going to be?
I think that's going to be helpful that he's a part of that.
How? He don't even know anything about medical.
Well, no, he does. You know what I mean? He do.
How? He's not a doctor.
He's not a doctor, but you don't have to.
You don't have to be. You don't
have a doctor running those types of situations, though.
But you know gotta understand. Only thing he know how to do is run a budget.
I believe that Kennedy is probably a good pick because I think he's seen, as far as even his own health. You know what I mean? But what people don't even notice about what the things that he's talking about. He's talking about trying to end the fluoride, a lot of fluoride in the drinking water. He's talking about vaccinations. You know how, and me and you know about our kids when they were little, going to get all these different vaccinations, and like how a lot of vaccinations, what a lot of people don't want to talk about is, bro, this is another conversation we got to have. How a lot of these vaccinations have caused health issues and autism in people. And so he's talking about that and trying to end some or have some regulations to these vaccines that these kids or people are taking, which is a real important thing, man, because even we could go back to COVID time. You know, even when it came to the vaccination, a lot of people took vaccinations, man, that never had no problems. And then they took vaccinations and all of a sudden they have like little problems here and there that they never had before. So it's like, and it's happening to this day. You know, and they just don't talk about it on social media like that. Or you couldn't talk about it on social media because if you talked about vaccinations and COVID, your channel will get blocked or banned or you get kicked off or something. So I think vaccinations and him, what Kennedy's trying to do with that, I think that's a good thing, bro.
I don't know if he's the right guy for that.
Well, who would be then? Who's your suggestion?
I don't know, but not someone who don't even know much about medical.
But you're not giving a solution though. So if you can't say, I don't believe that's the right guy, but who do you think is the right person?
I don't know. They could have let the young black lady that did that came up with the cure for COVID run the medical thing. She cured everybody. At least she got a way to help everybody. This guy don't even know. This guy don't even.
What was the cure? What was the cure for the COVID?
I'm talking about with that vaccination.
Man, that vaccine ain't did nothing. Hey, what that vaccine do?
It helped people.
Right. I don't think that vaccine helped nobody, bro.
Hey, listen. Here's the crux of it all. COVID wouldn't have existed if Trump wouldn't have took the money.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You don't think so?
Heck no. Heck no.
He was the president. How did it get here?
You can't blame. No, you can't blame a
How
vaccine.
did it get
You
here?
can't blame a virus, a worldwide
How did
virus,
it get here? How did it get here?
because it got basically in Wuhan, China. It got out of the lab. How did it? The real
How
question
did it
is.
get out the lab?
The real question is, how did it get out the lab?
Because the funding.
What country was it in, D?
We were there.
What country was it in?
We were there working it out.
What country did the the virus come from, D?
China.
That's who's responsible for it.
But we were there blocking that stuff. We had groups over there, funded groups. When President Obama left office, Donald Trump took that money away. So those people were fired.
I tell you, hey, if the sun don't shine tomorrow, y'all gonna say Donald Trump. Look, bro, it's you can't blame the man for everything, and you can't blame the man for a worldwide virus.
I'm going off of, it's not his fault. It's just that it wouldn't have got here.
Yes, it would have. You can't control or contain that.
Listen, it wouldn't have got here if he wouldn't have took away the group of people that was working over there blocking that stuff.
That was a unilateral, and this is what people don't understand. It wasn't just United States, and goes back to also another thing that he says. He says, in which I agree with this, the United States can't be the sole owner of everything. We can't be giving all of our resources to watch this and do this if other countries like England, Canada, Sweden, or whoever, they ain't doing their part. So you say it's the United States obligation to go ahead and police and watch the whole world, even protect it from a virus, while other countries ain't sending their brightest and their best or their money to do the same, while we footing the full bill. And I agree with him on that. And you ain't even got to be a Republican or Democrat for that analyzation in your mind. It's supposed to have been a unilateral process where not only the United States had some part of that, but China, it was housed in China. But why not these other countries didn't do the same or put as much as we was putting in? Why we got to put all the money in everything? You see what I'm saying? So you can't blame the man for that. But I do like the choice of having Kennedy, because I'm with the vaccines. Because when Sante Nazimani was younger and going to the doctor, and the doctors, they give your kids your shots and allergy shots. Dog, I'm going to tell you how these vaccines is, bro. I'm going to tell you how these vaccines is, man. And it's the reason why us as black people are so kind of concerned about vaccinations and stuff like that. But the doctor, I ain't gonna say the doctor name, but she said, "Oh, Sante, all three of them got the same allergy." I said, "That's odd. How all three of them got the same exact allergy? Like, come on, ain't even no two kids the same. You know what I'm saying? So you saying all three got the same allergy?" Mm-hmm. It was a money thing for her. So she can just keep giving them a cough medicine or something that they was given in a shot every now and then.
That's the game.
So check this out, though. Check this out, D. They had the allergy long as they kept on getting that medicine from her. One day I looked at that junk, I threw it out the door. I said, they ain't taking this junk no more. Quit taking them to that doctor. You know what I'm saying? Them kids didn't have no allergies. And that's why, they tell you need stuff, you need to get vaccinated for stuff. And next thing my kids might do would have came out, bruh. Hey, no wonder why they might be a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? They taking vaccines. Hey, if your kid ain't acting right, it's because they done took some vaccination. Y'all done took them to go get.
Hey, listen.
It's your fault. It
ain't my fault. Hey, I went back.
Should have took them to the doctor.
I went back and found this little article.
Go ahead.
Administration cut pandemic early warning program in September.
Okay.
Of 2020.
Okay.
And immediately after that, that's when China started getting the infection, because there was a group of people over there monitoring all that stuff.
So China, which is an industrialized, one of the richest countries in the world, best militaries in the world, they don't play a part in monitoring what they should have been doing.
No, they didn't monitor that guy that was over there. I don't know what he was doing, cutting animals, doing something. And
so you can't put that. You can't put that on the doorstep.
No.
Of this man, because he cutting funding. I think that would have happened anyway, bro.
But when you cut funding, you cut out the people that monitors and help block these things from getting over here to protect, so it can protect us. So if you take away, that's just like you got military all over the world, but the minute you say, "Hey, pull them away from there," now you don't have nobody to protect certain things about the United States. Now we lost millions and millions of people.
We did. The world did.
The world,
But you can't blame this guy for that. What happened to France? What happened to their funding? What happened to England's funding? Why is this the United States? I guarantee you that the United States was putting more in the pot than any other country that was doing funding for whatever research they was doing over there.
I mean, we don't know that.
Yeah, we know that because it's always like that, D. Even in the NAFTA, the trade agreements, the United States puts more in the pot than any other country. And that's what the American citizen, me and you, really usually have a problem with.
In these 4 years, just like, it was so many things so many diseases, Ebola, Zika, all these different ones, they were all covered and blocked. And then COVID slipped through while he was in there. But besides that, we're going to see in these 4 years how great of an economy it's going to be when the tariffs hit, when the prices don't go down. We're going to see in this 4 years, because I'm going to keep moving. But in these 4 years, we're going to see everything he said, 2025, Project 2025, the schools, public schools going to take Title I hit. We're going to see how good this economy is. We're going to see what Kennedy going to do with the health. Everybody's going to sit back and watch. And everybody that supported that administration, you ain't going to be able to say nothing. You won't be able to say nothing. You're going to have to deal with everything that you support, they supported with that. I'm okay, but I'm going to say, at the end of the day, we already got a warning. I told y'all I was going to lower the prices, but I can't do that. So that's one. That's one thing down. So we already understand that the food prices are going to stay there. And everybody said that's Biden's fault. And it's not Biden's fault. I knew that as companies make these foods and everything, they make their own prices. So I knew he could change that, but he was up there telling everybody was clapping and excited, doing the YMCA, the crab dance, and he came back on TV when he won. And I can't do that.
Hey, but hey, you know what? Let's put a pin in that one. Let's put a pin in that one. Let me I want to ask you this. If we could talk about this. Because this was if we could talk about it. Because we talk about everything. So I don't know.
Talk about
keep on, D. No, go ahead, go with your point, bro.
No. What was the punchline for that?
Well, it had something totally different to do with that than that at all.
What was it?
I was about to say, well, do women...
Oh, God.
Do you want to leave this alone?
No, just go ahead, man.
All right. Do women... Would women rather have someone that take care of them or not?
Well, women would like to have somebody help take care of them, I'm sure.
Help or do take care of them.
Or take care of them. But I think women that wants to control their own, the way they manage their bodies, I think that's more important. Or
no, I ain't talking about like on the political realm. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about like the abortion and all that. I'm just talking about what women do. I remember, put it like this. I remember when I was younger, 22, 3, 4, and 5. Seemed like yesterday. But I came across career women, girls at that time. They was women, young women, But now they like late 30s and 40s, early 40s. And they like, whoa, I wish like they was so career driven at 20. And they went and got this career that they think they wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now they like late 30s. They're getting a little tired. And they like, whoa, I wish I had somebody. But they spent so much time on their career that they didn't secure, when they, the time that they could have secured a good guy or a man or whatever the case may be, they didn't, or they surpassed or let them go. But now they wish like, dang, and they can't get nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the good ones, it ain't that they can't get anybody. They can't get the kind of guy that they wanted now. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy that was like, yo, at 22, 23, let's build together. Let's get to this point. But they was career orientated. Like, I'm just speaking from an experience or two. Well, when I was 22, 23 or whatever, and, you know, I don't know, because I'm just a traditionalist type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But do you think women should be taken care of? Or you think they should be out working like that? Career women. I don't see nothing wrong with being a career woman though. It's just as a
I'd say it like it's
I'm trying to be careful how I say it. You know what I mean? I'm not the most eloquent.
It's different strokes for different folks. That's how I look at it. Some women like to, you know, get a career and have money and put money in a pot to create teamwork.
We got a phone call. This is Bobby, but go ahead, D. Say what you're saying, and I'm letting Bobby in.
Some people like to be taken care of, you know, or okay with a person taking care of them, and they do. Everybody has a role. But
Bobby, go ahead, D. Bobby, I know you on the phone. We got you. D just finishing his point.
No, I was just saying it's just different strokes for different folks. Some women, I mean, they like it. Some of them don't. Some of them had that career mind and regret it. It's just different strokes for different folks.
Bobby Benton, can you hear me?
Well, you started. Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I turned you up. We got you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you don't have an echo, do you? You good?
I don't have an echo.
Okay, cool. We hear you good.
Okay. So when you started talking about that, this topic with the women and what they want, this, that, and the other, I had to call you because you know how I feel. I think there is a large population of women who want to be catered to and be housewives or kept women. But the thing is that population of women also want to be treated like a human being and not like a maid. So then you have the women like me who don't care if a man financially takes care of her or not, and believe that cleaning and cooking and those are life skills, not gender roles. So it's a divide. It depends on the woman, but the ones I know personally that want to be catered to and taken care of, they want to be able to go to the gym and drink Starbucks and things like that. They want these men that are in this, what is it, the millionaire men, but there are not a lot of Black millionaire men. So that's where the problem is coming in, because the women are all going after the same men because they're so few and want this certain lifestyle, but they're not being realistic. And then there are women who don't give a care about things like that, who actually want a partner and somebody to grow with and aren't superficial and things like that. So it's so many different areas, but when it all boils down to, treat your partner with respect, whether you're a housewife, whether you're a working woman, whether you're a husband that takes care of everything, or if you're going 50-50, just treat your partner with mutual respect, and it won't be a problem either which way it goes. But that's not how this world is made up. But that's my 2 cents.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, D. This is the red phone. When people call this, you see that?
Yeah.
That's the red phone. You know what I'm saying? This for the drama. This the drama phone. But now, Bobby, I'm with you. I think in a lot of ways, I agree with you in a lot of ways. Regardless, whatever your setup is or whatever your situation is, I think you always try your best to treat each other with respect.
Yeah.
You know, but do you think? Bobby, you still there? Bobby.
I'm here. I muted because I still got my cough.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. This you can answer yes or no. Would you rather be a career woman like you are right now, or wouldn't mind being a kept woman? When I say kept, nothing wrong with that, because it sounds when people say it almost sounds negative. But would you rather be a woman that, I really ain't gotta go if I don't really want to? Work or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got somebody that got me, you know what I mean? Like, would you rather be that right now, or be having to get up and go to your, and I know you love your job, you know what I'm saying? But I'm listening.
I would rather be a career woman because I have been a housewife. So I've been on both spectrums. So I've been a housewife when my kids were small. I stayed home with my kids the first 5 years of their lives because we didn't do the whole daycare thing. Mm-hmm. So I was a housewife. And that 5 years showed me, guess what? That ain't for me. I don't enjoy the housewife stuff. So I am a mover and a shaker. I like to do stuff, go out there and live life, experience things. But what would be nice is to have a partner. If I did want to say, you know what, I need to take a break, mm-hmm. then my partner would support me in that. And if my partner needed to take a break, I would support him in that. Mm-hmm. But that's, for me, is rare. I tried that before, and my mate was like, 6 months, go get a job. I was like, dang, could I get another 6 months? But,
Okay.
But honestly, at this phase in the game, I enjoy life. I enjoy my life now.
Gotcha. It's just a question.
I like something she said. If her partner wanted to take a break, he could take a break too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, hey, Bobby, thank you for calling.
It's only fair.
It's only fair. It is. It's only fair. What's good for the goose? I mean, and that's what a partnership or a marriage or a relationship is about. You know what I mean? It's about propping each other up, in my opinion. If you can't do it, the other one can. And I just, I like the tradition.
It's that part.
I like the traditional roles. I'm more of a traditional, not Little House on the Prairie type of, traditional, but sometimes when you say traditional, people think that you mean a woman is subservient and in there washing clothes with her hands. It's not like that. It's more of a traditional. I like a traditional setup. I would like to have my woman fended away from the world, where she doesn't have to face all those barbs and arrows coming her way. I would like to be what being are the ones that's facing the world for us both. But you have the ability and the capability to do. If I go down, then you have the ability, because I taught you through experience and my love and knowledge that we have learned, and I taught you, and we learned together. And if I come down, or I'm down for a minute or a while, you can go ahead and prop up the team and carry the weight until I'm back ready to lead again, or lead in a always leading, but lead in a physical way, in a way that I can. You know what I'm saying? Because so that's how I look at it. But I don't see nothing wrong with both ways. But I do like the traditional aspect of it. But that's what I was just.
I want to say this though, Sante, because this is so and everybody got all these podcasts and stuff, and all these men dogging the shit out of women about not being reciprocal with things in relationships. And it's always the broke niggas that got something to say. That's what bothers me. Mm. It's like, sir, you live with your mom. you don't have you don't even have health insurance, but you worried about somebody gold digging you. There is no gold to dig. So that's the stuff that pisses me off. And then it also pisses me off the women who want to get by in life on their looks. I call them back hustlers. They think because they pretty or they screwing that somebody owe them something. And it's just like the mentality. It's like they're users, they're takers. And that's when I have a problem with people wanting to say, I'm only doing 50-50, or I want to be taken care of or be a kept woman, but their motives behind it is selfish. That's where I have a problem with that. So if somebody's going to be a husband and keep their woman the right way and take care of their woman the right way, I have no problem with it. But it's these people out here that think somebody wants something that they ain't got that I have a problem with. Mm-hmm. So that's all I got to say.
Okay. I hear that, you know. Okay. Well, yeah, Bobby, I'm glad that you called. I'm glad, and I didn't know if you were still listening or not, and hopefully you feel better real soon. And but I'm with you on that. I'm
about to time off, okay. But I don't have pneumonia.
Okay, great.
But thank you, guys.
All right, you're going to have to come on for real one day. Soon. All right. I don't think she hears us no more. But yeah. So that was just a question, bro. Like,
yeah. That's a good question.
It was just a question. It was just a question. And because I wonder, do women possibly look at it from the male perspective of, well, if you are out doing all of this and that, then are you thinking about that you might be making me lack something? Like by me having you, I'm only talking in a situation where a woman doesn't have to.
Right.
Okay. So, but she can be a career woman, and I'm looking at what Miss Nikita Porter said. She said, "Oh, I hung up." Okay. I'm looking at Bobby's comment right here, but I'm looking at what Nikita said. She said, "No, I'm straight on that. I would rather do my part as a career woman just so I could continue to be balanced." What I'm saying is, if you don't have to do it, and okay, as a woman, that you don't have to be out and be a career woman. I can see you doing it because you have to, but I'm saying if you don't have to. So by you being a career woman and you don't have to, do you feel like by you going out, follow me, by you going out and being a career woman, do you think about your husband and say, hey, if I'm going out doing this, I'm actually making my husband lack. I'm doing more than he actually wants me to actually do when I don't need to do it. Are you thinking about the husband? Because that's who you should, or the man that you're with, because that's who you should be thinking about first. Like, I'm just speaking. You know what I'm saying? D, am I getting in trouble?
No, you're not getting in trouble. I mean, it's a reality.
Because I'm thinking, like, you as a woman, you should be always thinking about your man or your husband, or if you living with a man and he's the right type of man, you should be thinking about him first, because he's thinking about, if he's the right type of man, he's thinking about you first. Right. So if he got you in a position where you don't have to go out there and be in the struggle like that, he got you in that position or like that for a reason. He has better peace of mind if he's the right type of man, that she's not facing that. I'm preserving her life. I'm actually giving her more years of life. She doesn't have to be out doing this and that. So, but I'm saying this is for the right type of situation where, a man ain't saying, hey, I'm doing this and that for you and beating you down with, I'm taking care of you like a kid. No, not like that type of situation. I'm talking about in the situation of a right man.
Right.
A righteous man. You know what I mean? So I'm not looking at it from the perspective of Dusties. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, D. I'm not looking at it from the perspective of Dusties. I'm looking at it from the perspective of a righteous man. Like, hey, I don't need you or want you doing that because, I'm actually preserving your life. And you're helping by doing what I need you to do. We're helping each other. We're making each other's life better.
Easy.
You going out and doing whatever. I don't need you to do that. I need you to do what you doing. What we got, you know. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that makes any sense.
no,
To
it
people,
makes
I don't
sense.
know.
I mean, but in reality nowadays, women, you know, have that independency, and it's okay. It's a
No, but there's no such thing as independency when you're a woman and you have a man.
yeah,
There's none, bruh.
yeah.
There's no such thing as independent. We
But
got it, but there's not.
but
Let's
like
be real.
if a man slip break his leg and this woman out there working and she can pick up the slack, man, you know.
She what now?
If a man go out there, he working and she working and he go out there and slip, fall,
Mm-hmm.
can't work, and she can pick up the slack. I mean, it's teamwork.
It's teamwork.
But if he slip and fall and you pick up the slack and tell him, you know, man don't work, man don't eat, and now he gonna feel like, damn, I was busting ass to make sure you look good.
Well, if you got the right, we talking about relationship and righteousness, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got the right type of woman, she's not going to be illin'
Right.
like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Where she gonna do you dirty, do you dirty if your leg break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about relationship, in like a righteousness situation. So like, there's no really such thing, and I'm just gonna be straight up as an independent when you with or when a woman's with you. I mean, you know, you become one. She becomes you. You enter. I'm just about to get straight serious to the point. You enter her body. She becomes you. You become that's you. That's you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's you. It ain't no independent. My thought is your thought. You know what I'm saying? And we should be thinking as one as closely as possible. And the moment that relationships don't work is when we stop thinking as one. We start thinking as two. You got your own mind, I got my, and it don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's where the unequally yoked type of thing situation come in. I think you can't believe in whooping kids, and this one don't.
Right.
You can't believe in higher education, and this one kind of don't. You kind of got to be on the same. I ain't saying the same person, but you got to be on the same
wavelength. Yeah.
Wave.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Yeah. When you got two righteous people and two people wanting to go out there and do right by each other, and if they are working and y'all coming together and looking at the pot and making the right decisions together, it could work.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, if you got two people thinking on two different wavelengths, it's going to be an issue.
And yeah, so that's what I believe. And I'm just reading the responses. You say something about Tabitha Brown. So there was just a question that I wanted to ask, because I know on WYAC we do a plethora of talking points, and relationships is one thing that we bring up often. It ain't centered around that type of conversation all the time, but I think, you know, in order for relationships, I don't know. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with independency, but you're no longer independent.
No, I just think.
Am I wrong with that, D?
No, that's
no. I'm asking you. Do you think there's such thing as an independent when you with a woman?
I mean, most women. You don't.
I'm asking you.
I don't want a woman that always got to lean on me.
Mm-hmm.
I want her to be able to. If something needs to get taken care of, I want her to be able to do it. And then, you know, and hey, this went down. I already took care of it. I don't want her to say, always got to call me to say, hey, this need to be done, that need to be done, that need to be done. But it's something that she can do at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have her own independence. I don't want to be like, hey, don't you pay that damn bill without talking to me. No, I don't want that. Pay that bill, baby. Pay that bill. We'll look at it together. Or if something we get blindsided by a financial thing. We got to come together and be able to talk and work that thing out. That's when I say independence. She do got to have a mind of her own and be able to make decisions. And when we come together, this how I feel, this how you feel. What's the solution?
Mm-hmm.
And we work together, not argue. One, I'm the man or you the woman. No, this is the problem. Damn the titles. Here's the problem. Let's fix it and move forward.
Right.
And
I'm with
yeah,
that.
and that's what I mean by independence. I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, if you want to go do that, you want to go work or whatever, but just know when you're doing that, make sure it's gonna benefit the team. Don't do that and get beside yourself. Because if it don't work and you done got beside yourself,
You're Ryan O'Neal.
I'm Ron O'Neal. Fuck that guy up. I'm
Jack.
gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you
Yeah.
in this life you need teamwork. It's very difficult to build an empire when it's only one person making all of these decisions. You got to work as a team. Sometimes daddy got to watch the kids while mama go hustle, or back and forth. It's a team sport.
It's a team. It's a
But
team.
the key point that you made was being equally yoked. That's important. If we can't talk on a level where you can comprehend and we can't come up with solutions, then life gets difficult.
We have Bobby Benton just joined in. Just sent her the link.
Okay.
I know she got something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Let's go with it, Bobby.
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We got you.
I'm apologize now if I start coughing. I'm sorry. So this is the thing. Everything that y'all talking about, and wonderful.
We got a phone
My
call too.
issue
Go ahead.
is people are not picking the right person for the right reasons.
That's it.
They are out here with their lust goggles on or their money goggles on, looking for somebody, and people aren't trying to be who they want. Like the things I want in a partner, I make sure that I can give those things just like if what I want from my partner, I can give.
Right.
But people aren't doing that. They're like, oh, he's fine, he whatever. Oh, he can buy me a drink or whatever. But there is no substance. Or people are looking at marriage as real, like it's just a monetary contract, like it's a transitional thing, and it's not like I actually give a care about this person to just meet all of my needs, like. But once they're so what I'm learning is that and y'all, I'm 49, it took me a long time to learn a whole bunch of lessons, okay, but what I'm learning is that men, not all men, a lot of men need to be needed. Some men are very
We suppose. Yeah.
but some men, they don't need to be needed. They have a secure attachment style about themselves to where they know that their mate can handle all the business, this, that, and the other, and they're wanted. Their mate wants them.
Yes.
Because I'd rather be wanted. I want somebody to want me. Because once the need has been met, are you going to discard me? Because now you no longer need that. I don't have that anymore. I want somebody to want me and not need me. And a lot of time when people come from the need mindset, it is some wounding there that needs to be healed. So that's why I got on here, because it's like people are making poor choices in mates and then want to blame the mate, but you played a role in it too. Like the person didn't hold a gun to your head and say, marry me. No, you saw the red flags and you had your conversation in the group chat with your girls about oh boy and all the money he got, but then you overlooked him being a jerk because you wanted his wallet. So now you're gonna settle being stuck in the marriage because he could pay the bills, but you miserable, and then he's stepping out, you stepping out. That's ridiculous. That's not what marriage is designed for. But that is how a lot of people are living their lives. So that's what I had to say on that.
Hey,
What happened? What happened to better or worse?
Um, that's some bullshit.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, people don't think about that. People
Well,
don't.
why do people say it then? I mean, but you know what I mean?
But
Like
what is better or worse?
better or
Everybody
worse
has their
mean
own.
better or worse mean just like that. Like you ain't got some money, you got none. Y'all had a bad 2 or 3 years where y'all ain't doing nothing but arguing all the time. That's worse. Like you know what I mean? Like so just because this the person you chose, you know what I'm saying? So just because it got hard for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, this is who you chose. That's what marriage is. What people forgetting about what marriage is, in my opinion, is what you said: better or for worse, richer or poor, health, sickness, death, to do us
But
part. That's
but that's when
everything.
you're marrying the right person. People are in
No.
toxic, unhealthy relationships because
So
they
so look.
marry who is in proximity.
So
They
Bob,
but
check this out. What about this? Okay, say if you get a brand new motorcycle, a brand new car, a brand new house. You didn't sign the contract. You can't go change the contract or the terms of that house. You can't get out of it by letting it go. It's going to affect you in a negative way though when you credit, but or try to sell it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't change the terms of the contract once you.
I'm selling the house. I'm selling the house. I will rebuild. No, because a lot of times people get married for look, y'all, I'm divorced twice. And I got married for the first time I got married for the wrong reason. And what God put together is not chaos. And there is not abuse or things like that. My first one was a hot diggity boom mess. But I took responsibility. I made that poor choice. I seen the red flags. I knew it was wrong, but I did it anyway. My second one, I did it because I love the person and I had never thought I would get a divorce from the second person. But patterns repeated themselves from the first because I had not changed, healed, and grown. The new person today understands that I have to make better choices. My picker was off before. Now with my picker, I'm not settling. I'm not looking past any red flags so that I get married again, which one day I will. It's gonna last a lifetime. But I'm not just gonna marry somebody just to say I'm married or get with a man just to say I have a man. I've been single now since my divorce and I've been happy. So it's like a lot of people would rather settle instead of getting with themselves and healing because they don't want to be alone and because society says, oh, you need a man. No, you don't. You need a quality partner who's going to love you and treat you right. And then settling because of whatever is not worth it. I'm sorry, peace over everything. And my first marriage, I never should have did it. I never should have did it. Having kids with the person doesn't mean that you have to marry them. And that was one of the worst things that I ever did is stay married as long as I did to that person. So I just have a different mindset on that. And a lot of women do have a different mindset than men. So, because it's more women filing for divorce because a lot of times in marriage, men reap more benefits in the marriage than women do. Because the role of the woman is the woman take care of everything, but who takes care of her?
Who takes
She
care of
running
the
around.
who take care of the man?
Well, in most houses, most households, the woman is the one taking care of the man. I know when I was married,
Well,
I was
I guess
Susie the homemaker.
I guess what I was talking about, like, and I can see what you're saying and you know, and your experiences. But I think I was just more or less talking about when I say a righteous man, you know what I mean? Like because if you with the right type of person,
Hmm.
then you wouldn't go through all that. You know what I'm saying? So you're taking care of each other. And I guess more or less the question was,
Like I ain't ask all that, Bobby.
yeah, Bobby done went
You went there.
and I tell you another thing. You know what I'm saying? But no, I guess I was just No, but I guess I was just asking, like, far as on a not a tumultuous relationship, one that's bad or toxic, just more or less on a good. Actually, you got a good man and a good woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just more or less on that type of
people
situation.
people just gotta want to. I mean, like you said, Bobby, there was some good points, right on target. People gotta get together,
Hmm.
understand what the goals and objectives of marriage is. The love and the respect gotta be on point. And
Mm-hmm.
can't be distracted
Hmm.
because anytime two people get together, the devil gonna send all types of shots from
Yep.
every direction, whether it be another guy, another girl, money, all these things to try to interrupt. But when two people get together and they clearly understand what the goals and objectives are, then they can build something strong. And when you feel like you're being attacked and it's going to cause some issues in your house, you got to bring it together and then sit down, whether it's a hard conversation or not, and say what the things are, and then move forward. And then you can't, I don't even look at the whole 50-50, 100, whatever. One can't do more than the other. If one is doing something, you do it back. Make it a competition in the house. You know what I'm saying? If he's catering to you, you find a way to cater to him. If he's doing all the coming on to you, you find a way to come on to him. If he's if you don't have any money to do something, don't worry about that. If he got the money, take his money and go do something for him. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Those are the things that's got to happen and reciprocate. And then you can't get distracted. You can't overthink. You can't lose your way. And then things will be okay. But if you got to figure out a way to control situations, manipulate, you got to bring in the toxicity, then it's gonna be a bunch of chaos. And then things are not gonna go right. Every time y'all are away from each other, it's gonna be a problem. And you can't talk about it, you can't fix it, and then your love life is broken and all the trust things, everything starts acting out of the way God set the thing to be. And that's the thing. But you gotta come together, you gotta sit down and pray, you gotta do things, you gotta figure out ways, you gotta make it fun, you gotta be competitive with each other in a fun way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta today, if she cooking, he get up and make the plate. If he cooking and she, you just gotta be diverse with that thing, and not think I'm not gonna let him control me. I'm not gonna let her control me. When you get into those things, that's what causes the problems. And then we start to say, man, forget to get married. This ain't worth it. This ain't the right thing. So we just tore down everything God just put in place. And just because of these outside distractions. You knew that going to the altar that these things were going to happen. You just got to have those hard conversations. You got to talk about it. You got to pray about it. And then you got to be intimate with each other and make it fun. You,
Hmm.
you got to go outside the box with the whole thing and you will win. And it's going to be times, it's going to be trials and tribulations and all that. But we got to stop saying that and say it's good. It's gonna be this. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be positive things put in the universe so that it can come back to you. Because God ain't gonna lie. You said he taking it and he gonna put it out there and he gonna return it good. But he gotta see the two people doing the same thing. If one is doing more than the other and the other one just taking, eventually somebody's gonna go somewhere else, and it's gonna be a problem. But you made some very valid
Right.
points
Yeah.
about reciprocation and all of that. That is important. That is so important.
What
Yeah.
about friendship? What do y'all believe about? I believe the foundation of a relationship should be friendship. Like, because people don't hurt their friends. Men will go to hell and back again for their boys. So will girls. They'll go for their girls.
Oh yeah.
but they don't hurt their friends. So it's like a lot of people are not even friends with their mates. And that's right. I'm holding out for that. I'm gonna marry my best friend. I don't know who he is yet, but I'm holding out for that friendship. So what y'all think?
You know what,
That,
Bobby?
I think friendship is important.
Bobby, what I really like, and I mean to cut you off, D, but what I really like about Nakia and Derek is they do pretty much almost everything together. I say 90, prior just me outside looking in,
Yeah.
probably around 95 to 97% of everything together. You know what I'm saying?
My road dog.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean? That means that they don't mind or they like being around each other. And that's more than half the battle. You gotta like being around who you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah,
That's way more important. That's the base of everything.
yeah, that's the base of everything. Friendship is the base of everything. And if you're gonna be with me, I'm just gonna say your ass got to get it in gear. I have you on the back of a motorcycle. You're gonna be on a fucking. You're gonna be all over the place, but it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna do the things. I'm gonna go to the woman's store, and yes, I'm gonna make all the ladies in the store laugh. I'm gonna walk up to the dressing room when you put that on, and I'm gonna tell all the ladies in the store, "You see that girl right there? Damn, she fine. Excuse me, miss, but I'm gonna be talking to mine. Ooh, that look good on you. You know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna act the fool at the restaurant. Hey, sir, would you get that young lady a drink over there? I'm trying to talk to her, but I went to the place with her. But that's that friendship. It ain't got you. And like you said, you know, we could talk about anything. Hey, work was like this, and this is how I feel. And then I got to listen to your response. It'll help. It may help. Or I was dealing with this family issue in my family. You're right. Friendship is the foundation of everything. And if, on a biblical note, when you look at the Bible, friendship is all throughout the Bible. It is the foundation. And then you get to love. Man, Bobby, you hitting on it today. God, dog. Woo!
She got it. I mean, I'm glad she chimed in. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know that. I didn't know if you were still listening.
Thank you, Nikita. But I'm gonna tell you, Derek and Nikia love it didn't come easy. That shit was some work. That friendship and saying, I put myself aside. Okay, we're gonna do some things. I'm gonna get interested in the things that you like, and you're gonna get interested in the things I like, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna figure it out. No, I didn't like going to the store. No, I don't like going to get pedicures and shit. I had to go. But when I went, I ended up liking it. Okay, yeah, this is cool. Okay, yeah. She telling me to sit down and relax and let the lady go ahead and work on me. And,
work on your cones.
Yeah, work on the cones and everything. And I'm sitting back. She over there pushing the button, making the thing roll up my back and everything. But now I like it. It's cool. That's something that we do. That's that personal thing. You know, okay, we're going to go do this. Mm-hmm. It's this Friday. And we just do that. You know what I'm saying? We just do research. We just figure it out. And that's what make it fun.
There we go. I just wanted to bring, ultimately, I just wanted to bring that up. I know it's just, like I said, it's a free for all sometime, but, I like to bring a topic in to get some knowledge from a different perspective. And
yeah, man. And I'm going to tell
we all think a little different, but nothing's wrong, but nothing wrong with none of the ways we think, so yeah.
I learn from other people. An old man checked me a long time ago in the store.
That's Ron O'Neal.
Yeah, an old guy checked me in the store years ago, and he said, "Look here, brother, why is she pushing that basket?" He said, "Let me tell you something. When you come to the grocery store with your woman, you be the sharpest mother." He said, "You be the sharpest mother in the store. And when you pushing that basket with her and you make her laugh," he said, "Look at my old lady." He said, "Watch this." And he said something to her. She had the biggest smile on her face. He said, "That's what I live for." He said, "Now that's what you do." And I've been picking up on that type of stuff. I'm like, damn, you right. He said, "You don't like going through the women's clothing store, standing there for 2 hours, do you?" I said, "Nope." He said, "Do it. Watch how much fun you have." And my wife, when I go in the little clothing store with her and she trying on clothes, I'm in there making noise. Woo, girl, you look good. on out here, spin around. I'm taking her hand and spinning around, but and the other ladies is over there looking at me and they laughing and they like, oh my gosh, you are so funny, but that is so nice. But I'm real. I'm looking at it like, yeah, this is real. She look good.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's what make it fun. And you know, she'll go in the store and tell me, "Nah, baby, you ain't wearing them pants. They too tight." You know, you know, your manhood out. No, get yourself straight. Don't get a bigger size. It's things like that. But
Right.
it's fun. It's fun though, y'all. It's fun.
I'm glad.
Hey, Sante, I wanted to ask that. Did y'all
Yeah.
talk about boundaries anymore? Because I wanted to say something earlier
No,
about
go ahead.
boundaries.
No, go
Yeah,
ahead and say what you got to say.
So let's take, since we're talking about relationship stuff right now, with boundaries, I have put in the chat that boundaries hold us accountable and also teaches other people how to treat us. So do you guys think that there should be boundaries between husband and wife, or is it no holds bars? What do you think?
well, there's certain boundaries that's got to take place because some men and maybe some women may, for example, inviting people in your bedroom. That's boundaries.
I think, yeah,
That's
like that's.
boundaries.
I
You
think
know,
what.
I'm using that as an
Yeah,
example. But when it comes to each other, um, there should be certain limitations.
yeah. I think boundaries. All boundaries is respect. I think.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? The respect is like it's like a fence. If I
Or you,
respect you, I won't do certain things. I won't.
right, yeah,
Like we were saying earlier, where I said line steppers. Those are people that don't respect you, and they step over the respect line. They step over the boundary because they really don't respect you. They act like they do. You know, they play like they do. So, but like you say, so in a marriage or a relationship, there's what a man really lives for more than love. He wants his woman to respect him. I think more than
yes,
anything. So there's a boundary, like I ain't gonna even test or even
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because I respect him. That's a boundary that will
yeah.
not happen. So yeah, I think that
And
that's
you said something earlier. A man just needs to be needed.
yeah.
If 100% of the women understood that, we would have more marriages out here in the world.
And those on the decline. I don't think they
Bobby,
coming
you
up.
said that earlier, and
But what does that look like though, Derek? Because for me, maybe I don't, maybe because of the stuff I've been through, I got this warped sense of the word need. It's like I just want my person, like I said, to want me. Like I don't want to have to need a dude. I want him. I chose you, sir.
yeah, yeah. I think for guys, we need to feel that, like, when we go out and do things. See, society has told black males, if you don't go out here and get the bacon and do all these things, you ain't nothing.
Mhm.
But when a man go out there and do that and come home, he just need to hear that every now and then, not all the time. Oh,
Mhm.
I appreciate you. You're great.
Mhm.
Pat him on the back, rub his head. He, he's gonna be super excited knowing that, hey, if the world fails me, my woman got my back. I ain't. He can go to work with confidence.
Mhm.
He also has to come home and do the same.
That part.
Yes, he has to come home and do the same. He has to walk through the door and say, "Hey, sexy. Hey, cutie. How are you? Hey, how's your day? I had a day, but I left that at the door. So what's going on with you?" And he got to massage your shoulders and rub your back sometimes, do those things to show you that he wants you as well. It's got to be reciprocated, because if it's not, that's when that's that thing that's trying to interrupt. And when a man goes out and do good, it shouldn't be that's what you're supposed to do. That's the wrong comment. Because a guy don't have to do a damn thing. He can quit, just like a woman can quit. But when he's out there doing that, every man on this planet Earth wants to feel appreciated, just like every woman wants to feel appreciated. The same things you guys want, we want. That's it. And once everybody understands that, man, I mean, love, respect, and all that stuff, it just explodes. It just explodes. That's just the bottom line.
I work on I work on that because I still just like ugh.
I'm telling you, listen,
Well,
Bobby, I'm telling you, if two people doing that together and he's showing you, you showing him, it becomes fun. Now it becomes habit. So the more reps you do, the more you do, and the better you get at it. So he's gonna get at it, showing you that I need you, baby. And when you're not there, he's gonna be saying, "Baby, I need to talk to you. I had this today," and he's gonna drop all this on you, and you're gonna say, "Well, I hate that happened to you today." And that's like that.
Bobby, are you saying
What?
that you found somebody but you don't really like them like that? That's what I read between the lines, D. Like I'm listening.
Yeah, I see you over there looking.
I'm like,
No.
basically somebody likes her, but she don't like them like that.
With guys, you just gotta lay that.
That's why she laughing. I saw you.
That's why you gotta lay that. You gotta lay that down.
Yeah.
You gotta tell him.
No, I still am in happy single world, and so I said like the man for me gonna have to fall in my lap because I'm not looking. I'm not. I've been going out big time, and I do not look.
I see it.
I purposely don't make eye contact with men because I'm on a different mission right now.
Yeah.
So, but I'm happy. So it's like I'm not out here like, well, I gotta get a man. I can get one. I want the right one. But anyway, for me, it's the word need. So I'm gonna have to work on my reframing how I think about the word need when it comes to men. I just see so many in so that may be something I need to bring up in therapy because it may be a trauma, some trauma I need to process because I know for me, I was with men who were controlling. And it's like they wanted me to need them so they could control me. And so that's something that I got to work on for the word need, you know? So maybe that's it.
And see, and what I'm saying is a man needs, maybe I could have said man needs their ego stroke. You know what I'm saying? We need our ego stroke. We need to know we're doing a good job.
I'm good at stroking egos.
We need to know we're doing a good job, and then which will reciprocate us showing the woman how we love on. We will love on them just the same or more than they love on us. That's most of all guys we need. They want some woman so they can go to work and brag to the fellas and say, "Man, my girl ain't even cut like that, dog. My girl, she always looking out." You know what I mean? Or, "Oh, let me call my girl right quick and tell her what just happened." Or, let me tell her about this great thing that happened. And you might be on the other end like, "Oh, that was awesome." That's what I'm talking about. I can fix you a drink when you get here. And he might hit you say, "Oh, that'll work. Let's get one." And then he gonna call you back later on and say, "Hey, we're going to this restaurant. Don't fix nothing to eat. I'm gonna take you out and blah 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 because I want to sit with you." That's how that game go. But we get distracted. We get distracted. Both parties, male and female, get distracted by these outside forces.
True. So I'm gonna work on that, y'all.
Hey, but when that one fall in your lap, it's gonna be everything you've been talking about tonight.
Well, I'll just say this.
Reassurance.
I'll just say this.
That's the word, Nikita. Reassurance.
I'll just say this from Proverb 18. And that says, so you don't have to be looking. I mean, oh my gosh, what they say? Who is finding, that's the 22nd chapter, basically. But who will find a wife, findeth a good thing and obtaining favor of the Lord. So he has to find you. You know what I'm saying? And
That's right.
you
You're
not,
right.
and then you won't have to worry about nothing else.
You won't have to worry about nothing else. It's gonna be everything you need.
You just gotta be you.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because it's
And
gonna
you ain't
take the
gotta
right
be
man
complete.
to handle me.
But you ain't gotta be. And here's the thing: you ain't even gotta be completely fixed from whatever the trauma is that you feel like you gotta repair from, because
Mm-hmm.
that's because also what men are repairers. I mean, God has made us. I mean, I don't know, you know, how certain people believe, but men, we are natural fixers and builders and creators, and God put that in us as men to be that. And so I think when a man find a woman and he's favored by God and he find a good woman, then he can repair
Mm-hmm.
her heart.
Mm-hmm.
He can, you know what I'm saying? He can repair her,
Get down.
whatever, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna keep chilling and working on my podcast and my
That's all you gotta
agency
do.
stuff.
And there it come,
There
and
you
here it
go.
come,
It's
here it
coming.
come, here it come.
He gonna
Look,
come.
Kia, I invite you to the wedding whenever that happens.
Yeah,
But
I'm
hey,
telling you,
I'm glad you popped in, because I was I'm gonna go ahead and end at 10.
yeah.
Hey everybody, man, thanks for popping in. I'm seeing a little bit of action on Twitter. So I think I'm gonna probably start using Twitter instead of TikTok. I ain't seeing nothing. This is experimental. I'm trying to find out
That's
what is
because
working.
that one guy. Oh well, no, he fighting for Twitter, but
Elon? You know, that's Elon Musk situation right there. That's what he owned. But yeah, so I'm gonna deal with Twitter and Facebook, and I ain't getting too much traction on TikTok, so I ain't coming back on TikTok. People love you, but it ain't coming back. I didn't spend all this time to
Well,
learn how to go on TikTok and ain't even doing nothing.
right.
But
TikTok.
this was fun, guys.
yes, yes. Well, I appreciate you, and Bobby. Anytime, I'm gonna get ready to sign out. Bobby, I'll be talking to you in a minute.
All right, see y'all later.
See
See you
you.
later.
I'm about to get you. Boom. All right, D. Well,
Well, that's
it's
it.
about that time. Ron O'Neal, thank you
Ron O'Neal.
for popping in, man. And yeah, you know, just wanted to come on and have a little bit of fun, but still just trying to see, basically, in a nutshell, what's getting the best traction, man. And you know, it is what it is. What you say? What platform will be the main one to stream on? Are you asking for yourself, Nikita? I would say, if it was you, for instance, the best one might be Facebook, because a lot of the people you know are there. Like, I had the most success with Facebook, but whatever platform it is that you do use, you got to be consistent and coming mostly almost every other day or every day if you can. But I think Facebook and YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and Twitter and deal with those though. But other than that, man, I'm gonna be back tomorrow, D. I know you got some things going on that you got to take care of, but I'll be on tomorrow for a little bit, tomorrow evening, just for a minute. But I'm just trying to
What time?
be consistent. I'm thinking I got to get up early in the morning at 7 and go do some work, and I'm gonna come home, get my old man nap on for a couple hours, and then I'm thinking of probably around 5 or 6, hoping that I ain't missing no football games. What you think what's your prediction for the Lions and Vikings this weekend, man? Let's put something on the wood.
Lions gonna pull that out.
Yeah, they should.
I think this is the Lions' year. They're gonna win it.
They got a lot of injuries, bro.
But they doing okay. I mean, the only thing they got to worry about is the defensive backfield. The DBs.
Oh man, they was getting ate up, dog. They was getting ate.
They gotta get stronger. Now, I'm not worried about the offense. The offense is making the offense got to score a bunch of points.
Hey, Gibbs a monster, dog. Gibbs crazy.
This Vikings though, they thirst. They ain't got nothing to lose either. They just like the Lions.
Hey, Sante just told me, man, that the Vikings are looking to take trade offers for J.J. McCarthy. Now, you know, he got drafted by them.
Yeah.
So they because he got injured though in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So they about to start looking at trade offers for him like right now, because I guess they found the quarterback by accident who they want. So,
yeah, Sam Donaldson. He's been in the league.
He been in the league. I keep JJ, dog. Tell you the truth, JJ gonna be straight.
JJ gonna be good, but they shouldn't be talking about putting him on the trade block because then Sam gonna disappoint him. See, that's you. And then they gonna want to. Dang, we just let him go.
Yeah, and he young. You know what I mean? He was coached good in college,
and he was good when he was there.
Oh my God, yeah.
He just got hurt. It happens, but him and Hutchinson. I mean,
Hutch, man, I know. But yeah, Lions getting some players back, man, from injury. So hopefully, man, they can pull this win off, dog. I mean, to get the number 1 seed and get the bye week, win the division. So they saying this might be the biggest NFL one of the biggest of history, regular season games of history because so much is on the line. 2-14 and 2 teams. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's gonna be that's
And it's at home. Oh, it's gonna be tough, baby. Tough.
Yeah, Detroit gonna have to come in there and be hit, man. They're gonna have to play some defense. That's what's gonna have to happen. They're gonna have to play some defense, and it's gonna be on the DBs.
Right.
I'm not worried about them up front. They're gonna tackle and sack, and they're gonna get the running back. But when Sam Donaldson start passing, we in trouble.
Hey, man, hopefully, we supposed to be getting this linebacker back, man, and hopefully that helps with drop back coverage and stuff like that. But we'll see, man. I know it's at 8 o'clock on Sunday night, so we'll see, bro. But I might come on tomorrow night, man. I'll just let you know. It ain't gonna be no might. I'm gonna stop on even if I'm on for 45 minutes, bro. I'm just trying to get some consistency going, man. Because like I told you the other day, I'm trying to do everything with a purpose. I don't know what happened to D. I don't know what happened to him. But anyway, you guys, I want to go ahead and say thank you for going ahead and popping in on us. Thank you for joining WYAC tonight. Thanks, D. Wins, popping in. Bobby Benton, thanks for the phone call, Bobby. Thanks for everybody that participated. Be looking forward to having me on here tomorrow. There go D. Wins. There you go.
Yeah, it clicked out. My bad.
Okay. And don't forget, the pod or Effigy Media Arts. This is brought to you by Effigy Media Arts, doing big and better and greater things around in the Pontiac metro area. So I will be showing you guys some things, letting you know more about what we're gonna be doing and what we're doing there. Miss Nikita Porter was the one that actually tried to help me get my internet set up in the building, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She helped me. She helped me get my internet together. I had to wait a little while, but I got it together. But she got, but yeah, so yeah, D, that's about it, man. What time good for you tomorrow if you free?
Earlier the better. I gotta catch that flight on Sunday morning.
Oh, morning time Sunday. Okay. Well, I'm thinking maybe 5-ish, man. It's cold. It's 20 degrees up here, dog. When I get in, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, man. I don't miss it.
All right, then, brother. I will sign off, man. Anything last words?
Hey, look here, y'all. Keep it moving. Get out. Hey, somebody I know, their quote was, "Get out the stands. Get off the sideline and get in the game. Keep moving.
It's in the game.
Keep moving.
EA Sports in the game, and be resolute on what you're gonna do. Like they said, right. Resolute. Absolutely resolute. And even if you don't know what you want to do, know what you ain't gonna do. That's more important, in my opinion.
You see?
Ooh. So yeah. With that being said, we out.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Peace.